watched you from across the room. You laughed like no one ever heard you, but I saw the silence in your eyes, like a secret you could never say out loud. You walk like summer in the rain, leaving warmth and quiet pain. And every time our hands would almost touch, I pulled away, too scared, it meant too much. If you had turned around, would you have seen it there? That every word I couldn't speak was written in the air. There's a whisper behind your smile, and my heart has lived for a while. You never knew, but you've always been the song I play under my skin. I loved you in 1,000 ways, but never dared to make you stay. So I held my breath and walked a mile, hiding love behind your smile. I kept your name inside a song, a melody that no one else could hum. And even when I moved away, you haunted every note I tried to play. I dated shadows of your face, they all were kind, but none could replace the quiet grace you never knew, that taught me how to love and lose. I wish I'd had the strength to simply say your name, but all I did was write it down and let the paper take the blame. There's a whisper behind your smile, when my heart has lived for a while. You never knew, but you've always been the song I play under my skin. I loved you in 1,000 ways, but never dared to make you stay. So I held my breath and walked a mile, hiding love behind your smile. Maybe in another life I'd meet your eyes and not just pass you by. Maybe I would hold your hand and not just dream of what we never had. But this is a story I wrote in my head, loving you in silence instead. Still there's a whisper behind your smile, where my dreams keep resting for a while. Though you'll never hear and never see, you were the quiet soul in me. I loved you in 1,000 ways, but fate was never mine to sway. So I let you go with tears and style, and left my heart behind your smile. Let the stars forget to shine, let the oceans cross their lines, let the cities fall and skies turn gray, but my love for you will stay. Even when the time runs slow, even when we both grow old, even when the days forget our names, I will still call yours the same. They say nothing lasts forever, but I don't believe them now. 'Cause every breath I take in silence still whispers you somehow. I will love you until the world fades away. When the colors all turn into gray, forget to tick, when the night no longer sticks, even then I'll find a way to love you until the world fades away. Let the leaves forget the trees, let the fire lose its heat, let the echoes of our voices die, but you'll still live in my sky. If our hands no longer fit, if the memories start to slip, I'll still hold the moments close where I felt your soul the most. They say hearts are made to break, but mine was made for you. And even if we're torn by time, my promise will stay true. I will love you until the world fades away, but when the colors all turn to gray, when the clocks forget to tick, when the night no longer sticks, even then I'll find a way to love you until the world fades away. And if I lose my voice someday, I'll hum your name a softer way. And if the stars forget to glow, I'll light the dark with all I know. Even dust and time and fate can never change what we create. So hold my hand and don't let go. We're stronger than they'll ever know. I will love you until the world fades away, when the winds no longer sway, when the stories all erase and there's no one left to chase, still my heart will want to stay right with you until the world fades away. The rain fell harder that day, as if the sky had things to say, but all it did was drown the sound of your footsteps walking out. You didn't shout, you didn't plead, you just let silence do the deed. And every drop upon the glass felt like the end of all we had. I watched the world in black and blue, as if it knew I lost you too. The thunder broke, the wind was rough, but it still wasn't enough. Even the sky couldn't cry enough to wash away this kind of love. It tried to flood the pain I keep, but still you haunt me in my sleep. The lightning flashed, the clouds gave in, but it all still lived beneath my skin. Even the storm gave all it had, but couldn't drown the love we had. I stood where you once used to stay, our pictures torn, our light turned gray. The echoes bounce across these walls like shadows dancing through the fall. I begged the night to take your name, to free me from this aching flame, but every breath I tried to take just made my broken heart awake. And though the rain keeps pouring down, it's not enough to make me drown, 'cause grief is deeper than the sea, and love won't die so easily. Even the sky couldn't cry enough to wash away this kind of love. The clouds gave in, but it all still lived beneath my skin. Even the storm gave all it had, but couldn't drown the love we had. Maybe time will dry the tears, but it won't erase the years. I've carved your name into my rain, and every drop still feels the same. Even the sky couldn't cry enough to wash away what once was us. The winds have screamed, the nights have sighed, but you still linger deep inside. So let it rain, I'll take the flood, 'cause you are always in my blood. And even storms will never touch the love we had. Was just too much. I still remember how you held me the night we both knew it was the end. Your arms were soft but filled with silence, like a goodbye we couldn't defend. No words were spoken in that moment, just your breath against my hair. And though the world kept on spinning, I felt time stop right there. I should have begged for one more try, but all I did was close my eyes and let you go without a fight. Wrapped in your arms one final night, the last embrace, the last goodbye still burns beneath this aching sky. You didn't cry, but your hands did shake, like hearts too full, too much to break. And I still feel it in the air, your warmth, your scent, your final care. No kiss, no scream, no cruel mistakes, just love in one last embrace. The morning came without your laughter, your coffee cup untouched and cold. I ran my hands across the pillow, wishing it could still hold your soul. I never thought we'd end in silence. No anger, just the sound of grace. You left me with the kindest ending, and a ghost I still can't face. looked at you and time fell still. The world grew quiet, the air turned chill. But in your gaze I found the flame that whispered softly my unknown name. You didn't smile, you didn't speak, yet every second made me weak. Like gravity inside your stare, pulling me where I didn't dare. I thought I knew what love could be, but then your eyes rewrote the sea. No map, no sign, no way to leave. Just this quiet ache I can't believe. I'm lost inside your eyes again, like falling without knowing when. No stars to guide, no winds to ride, just crashing softly on the tide of every glance you never knew, that broke me down and pulled me through. I'm not afraid, I won't disguise that I'm forever lost inside your eyes. You looked away, but I stayed near, drawn by the truth despite the fear. And in that silence, sweet and wide, I found the place where love can hide. You never asked me to be brave, but still I gave all that I gave. 1,000 poems, a single kiss, all buried deep in what I miss. They say the eyes don't tell a lie. Yours spoke of stars behind the sky, of dreams you never dared to chase, but I still saw them on your face. I'm lost inside your eyes again, like falling without knowing when. No stars to guide, no winds to ride, just crashing softly on the tide of every glance you never knew, that broke me down and pulled me through. I'm not afraid, I won't disguise that I'm forever lost inside your eyes. If I had one more chance to say, I'd choose your gaze, not walk away. 'Cause even pain feels beautiful when it's tied to something meaningful. So if you see me drift tonight, no, I'm not looking for the light. I found my home, I found my skies, forever lost inside your eyes. Yes, I'm still lost inside your eyes. I see you standing in the light, but you're too far to hold tonight. You smile at someone else again, and I just whisper to the wind. I've learned to love you quietly, between the lines of poetry, where no one hears, no one sees, but you're the heart inside of me. They ask me why I look away. When you walk by, I smile and say, some things aren't meant to be known, like seeds we plant but never grow. You're the shadow in my prayers, the name I breathe into the air. When no one's near and I'm alone, you're the one I call my own. No wedding bells, no final kiss, just silent hope wrapped up in this. You may never even care, but you still live built a life without your hand, but you still walk through every plan. I tried to love, I tried to change, but no one else could feel the same. You're like a song I never sang, a dream that slipped right through my hands. But every night before I sleep, I fold you in my soul so deep. And even if you'll never know, I've loved you more than I could show. I let you go so you could fly, but still I hold you when I cry. You're the shadow in my prayers, the name I breathe into the air. When no one's near and I'm alone, you're the one I call my own. No wedding bells, no final kiss, just silent hope wrapped up in this. You may never even care, but you still live in my prayers. If love must be this far, this small, then I will take the crumbs of it all. And if my words can't reach your ears, then I will send them through my tears. You're the shadow in my prayers, the ghost that keeps my heart aware. You're not mine, but you still stay in the softest part of every day. No candle lit, no spoken vow, but you're the why I'm kneeling now. You'll never see me standing there, but you still live in all my prayers. I used to write your name in every line. You were the rhythm, you were the rhyme. But now these chords just sting too deep, and all our verses make me weep. I've burned the pages, changed the key, tried to rewrite the melody. But every time I play that tune, your voice comes in like some old wound. I change the chords, I cut the sound, but somehow you're still hanging around. In every note I try to mend, you echo back again, again. I'm erasing you from this song, but you've lived here for too long. In every beat, in every break, you're the ache I can't unmake. I've tried silence, I've tried fire, but you're the line I still desire. I'm singing loud, I'm singing strong, but can't erase you from this song. I whispered lies into the bridge, that I've moved on, I've closed the lid. But every harmony I find still carries pieces you left behind. I hum alone, no longer sweet. Your harmony was incomplete, but somehow silence hurts much more than when you walked out that door. I thought a song could set me free, but it's still you who sings through me. And though I write 100 times, but can't erase you from this song. Maybe one day the notes will fade and I'll forget the sound we made, but for now I'm still in war with a ghost I once adored. I'm erasing you from this song, but maybe that's what makes it strong. The pain, the love, the raw regret, the parts of you I can't forget. You're the shadow in my sound, and though I try to shut it down, I guess you'll always play along in every broken, haunted song. We were young, we didn't know how deep the roots of love could grow. We laughed beneath the summer trees and carved our names into the breeze. I thought the time would let you fade, that new love would take your place. But years have passed and still I find you linger softly in my mind. I've held other hands, I've kissed new lips, but none of them could feel like this. You were the start, you lit the flame, and even now I speak your name. There's one name in my heart that never left, though we're apart. You were the first to teach me pain and how to dance beneath the rain. The world moved on and so did I, but still I glance at empty skies. You were the spark, the early part, and now you're one name in my heart. I saw your face in someone's eyes for just a breath that paralyzed. It wasn't you, but still I knew the way I once belonged to you. We never said a real goodbye, just drifted like the clouds up high. But every love I've tried to start falls short of where you touch my heart. I hear your laugh in quiet rain and smell your scent in autumn lanes. You're not around, you're not the same, but still I softly say your name. There's one name in my heart that never left, though we're apart. You were the first to teach me pain and how to dance beneath the rain. The world moved on and so did I, but still I glance at empty skies. You were the spark, the early part, and now you're one name in my heart. And maybe you don't think of me or wonder who I came to be, but I became who I am now because of love we lost somehow. There's one name in my heart, etched so deep like fragile art. You were the song before the fall, the rise before I lost it all. Though I may love and lose again, you're the forever I pretend. You were the start, you'll never part. You are one name in my heart. been a while since we last spoke. The words ran out, the silence broke. But sometimes in the quiet night, I wonder if you're still alright. You've moved along and so have I. At least that's what we both imply. But love like ours doesn't just fade, it lingers in the light and shade. I'm not here to steal you back or rewrite what we used to like. I just wanna know one thing before I let go of this ring. Do I still live in your heart? Somewhere quiet, some small part. Do you ever hear my name and feel the warmth inside the flame? I know the past has let us go, but does a piece of me still show? You don't have to say it loud, just think of me. If I still live in your heart. I saw your picture yesterday. Your eyes still shine the same old way. You held her hand and I just smiled, but cried a little after a while. We never planned to fall apart, but love can't always trust the stars. Still sometimes I lie wide awake, dreaming of the roads we didn't take. Don't be sorry, don't regret. I'm grateful for the time we met, but I still hope on rainy days that you how we stayed. Do I still live in your heart? Somewhere quiet, some small part. Do you ever hear my name and feel the warmth inside the flame? I know the past has let us go, but does a piece of me still show? You don't have to say it loud, just think of me. If I still live in your heart. Maybe time has changed your view. Maybe there's no chase of me and you. But just in case, before we're gone, I wanted you to hear this song. Do I still live in your heart, like old music in the dark? Do you ever stop and feel that what we had was always real? I'm not asking for a new start, I just need peace for this old heart. So I'll let go and fall apart if I don't live in your heart. I never saw the way you looked when I was lost inside my world. You waited there through all my storms, but I just thought you never heard. I took for granted every smile, believed you'd stay for every mile. But love is not a steady flame, it fades when no one speaks its name. Now the echoes fill this room of all the things I never knew, and what I feared to understand was slipping slowly from my hands. It's too late to understand that you were more than I had planned. You were the light I didn't see, the only soul that carried me. I should have held you understand. I see your ghost in morning haze and songs we used to softly play. Your laughter rings in other halls, but not the one we built at all. You gave and gave, I looked away, believing love would always stay. But hearts can break in quiet ways and leave without a word to say. You needed me to just be there, but I was blind, too proud to care. Now every lesson love demands comes written in your letting go hands. It's too late to understand that you were more than I had planned. You were the light I didn't see, the only soul that carried me. I should have held you all I could, but I let silence speak for good. Now here I am, an empty man, too late to understand. Maybe love was not the war, but peace you left outside the door. And now the lock has turned to rust. I whisper to your memory, come back to us.